asked quite a few times from a few people how you do it, and I just want to kind of show you. This is SD Jayla's Mama, also known as Carmelo Gaming 2020. So we're going to open our page. As you can see, I've got a lot of stuff in there. But we're going to look for the template. Normally it's at the end. It's going to be right here. I have one already set up. I've removed all the coloration out of it, but I left the lettering. And the reason I did that, that's just how I do it. Then I like to make this bigger. So you go and you get the magnifier to do that. Okay, so then you get something like this, and you get it big. That way you can see all the different lines. You have to stay in the lines or it's not going to load for you. So now you want to pick out an outfit. Now I have two ways of doing it. I can go here online and put in outfits like corsets, because you know it's hard to do the bodies part of an outfit. And then when you get there, you want to go to the images. Now I'm not really thrilled with some of these, but some of them are pretty good. They're simple and you can really put them together. So like this one here is pretty cool looking. This is kind of like a steampunk. So I'm going to save the image with STEM punk. Okay, and then I just kind of incorporate it into one. So we're going to close this page down and get out of it and go back to our paint net. So we're going to open, and then we're going to go all the way to S because that's where I put it. So now I have two of them. This one is the one I really like. So you get this up here. You can make it bigger so you get a better view of what you're looking at. And we're going to transfer this to here. But before I get going, you know, you have pants and shoes or a skirt and shoes to go with it. So let's go see about shoes. I should have some that I recently opened. Yeah. See, I like these stockings, so I'll use that one. And then that's it. So I'm going to need to go in because I want ruffles. I don't know if I want black ruffles or blue ruffles or red ruffles. But I think I have a tutu in here that's red, but I'm not positive. And those are always good to use because then you get that little flowy for the dress part, which I like with it. So here. Oh, it's a really light red. We might be able to use the ends of this one. Yeah, I think we could get away with that. Somewhat. It's really red. But we can use the dark section right here. And it will blend, or down here. Okay, so then right here, we're going to start off. And I like to start with the feet. The feet, you know, it's always a area you need to make sure everything is the right size. And you're just going to highlight it with your square. Your square here you're going to click on, and then you're going to highlight the toe area. You're going to just copy it and paste it. I like using the pants because that way you get tops and bottoms. And then you're going to put it here in this one. You're going to line it up. Now remember, this is the front, so you're just going to put the toe in there. And I need to think here. This is the wrong side. It's got to go over here because that was the left foot. So we're going to put it right here, and you're going to slide it all the way out. You want to make sure you stay pretty much in your lines. If you go out too far and cross into the other one, then it won't recognize the template. And this is a Roblux template, and you really want to keep with that. So then I'm going to make another copy, but I'm going to copy the thing I have in here already, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to slide it over. I'm going to try to keep everything lined up, and here I like to reverse it. That way everything is like looks the same. So when you go in, so now you're going to go back into your shoe plate, and you're going to find a dark area. You're going to go back to the rectangular select. And I like to go into like the back of the heel or the next toe over for the dark area. And you're going to make a copy of that, and you're going to post that in here as well. So once we got that done, we can start with the bottom of the shoe. I am one of these people that I don't care if it's a heel, or I don't care if it's just as long as it's a shoe. And you want to make sure you cover as much as you can when it's small like this. I just pull it across, then I copy that, and then I just go from there. You just want everything to be uniform, look the same, and I'll show you some tricks, because you want things to flow right and match up. That's the hard part. When you first start out, you don't get it quite right. Well, I didn't anyway, but some people might. Okay, I might have to make it bigger. And you want to make clothes that are user-friendly, for girls. You don't want them to be too adult, which they probably, for me, because I am an adult, a young adult, and I'm doing this, so I like the corset look, or the brassiere, or the vestisto, whatever they call it now. I think that's just more feminine, more womanly. Okay, so now we're going to go to the stockings. So this is pretty cool, because I have the front half and the back half. So if I want to put something like this, it just comes at the very top and go all the way down. Remember, you've got a small section, so you don't want it to be too much. So you're going to copy, and then you're going to paste it. Now, I do the very bottom, and then I go to the top. That's going to go here, right under the little box with the U in it, and you're going to shrink it down. You're not going to have it fill the whole box, because you want to make sure you can get enough of it in there. And you don't want it at the very top, because unfortunately, that is where your let me come back over. It starts to look normal. This is going to be where you put your dress, in the area right here. And then this is for your legs, your stockings. So you want to do that, and you're going to make a copy of that, because once again, you want it to be uniformed. You're going to paste, and then you're going to slide over. Now, the reason I went into that block was because that is not a separation block. It's not going to matter. You're just going to bring it across, even it up, get it to all the lines. You don't want nothing showing of the coloration behind it. Then you'll have a white spot. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to go back in. And right underneath where you just did one, you're going to do it again, and you're going to paste. Now, I know boys like to do this too. For them, I will do a separate tutorial for that. It's not very hard. Oops, I have to undo that. I just cut it. It's not very hard. It's really easy. Copy, paste. It's just once you start learning it, you'll get better at it. That's the key. Learning it. Okay. I need one more. We're going to take this down and then pull it straight to it. There we go. Copy it, paste it. There we go. You can see it lines up. It really does. You can also do another way, and I'll show you that later. It's really easy because we have to go back up. Now see, I have the bows in, so now I have to go to the next leg and look at it, and you're going to make a little square, and you're going to pull it down just a hair. You're going to copy it, and you're going to paste it. Now this is the area I was talking about, where you want to copy things. Okay, so you're going to slide it over. So now here, this is the fun part. You're going to do like every other one. So you're going to copy and then paste, and then move it to the left leg, paste, left leg, then copy and paste since it's over here. That way you don't got to go back over on the other side to grab it. And you're going to leave the one that has the letter B in it open, because you don't want to fill that. Not yet. I'm high. So we're going to even it up. You're going to slide it over. Okay. So now you're going to paste again. You're going to be on the, as you're looking at it, it's going to be on the right hand side where I pasted. So you're just going to slide it over just a hair until you line up with your grid, and then pull it. And right here you'll see they've evened out. Now you're going to copy that and you're going to paste that over here. That's what I was talking about with your back. You don't want... Oh, you see here, there's a mess up. And that's fine. You can take care of that really easy. You can do it by two ways. You can just go back, erase everything, or I'll show you that one. That's easier sometimes. You're just going to click back, undo, 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 and then redo. There we go. So now, if you have a hard time lining up things, so then you can do it this way. Slide it over, and then pull. In the opposite direction, you're going to go and pull from the opposite side. So you're going to copy and paste. You're going to come to the right side, and you're going to slide it over, and then you're going to grab that ring and pull it. And now you'll see everything lines up. Everything lines up. You're going to copy and paste. You're going to put it over here. And you're going to line it up. Line everything up. Everything has to be lined up. Copy, paste. And slide it across. Whatever's easy for you, you will figure out what works best for you when you start doing it. So then you can see here, I'm ready to slide these over. Now, I can do it two ways. I can copy and paste from the original photo, or I can just copy and paste from here and then fill it in. Now, I'm quicker at doing it this way. Sorry about that. I kind of get quiet when I start moving faster. It's just how I am. He says it's really easy, really simple. It's just lining everything up. You want it perfectly lined up. You don't want anything else in it. And you just want to copy it and then paste and then slide over. Paste. And paste. And this way you've got all of these covered. So you're going to copy the last one you just placed and then move it over. Then you're going to copy that, paste, paste. Sometimes you have to readjust. There we go. Now, right here where it has the D on it, I always like to darken that. I like a dark color for it, unless it's a lighter shoe. And then I try to do a darker brown for a lighter shoe. So you're just going to go back to the shoe and copy an area on it. For instance, you can copy this area along the white, that little black area, and then paste. Just as long as it's slightly a different color than the actual shoe itself. Because it's the sole. It's supposed to have a different texture and everything. I normally get a shoe with a texture on the bottom for the sole and make copies of it. There we go. I forgot to paste. There we go. And it didn't. Copy, paste. There we go. Okay, and then now that we're done with that, we're gonna do the bottom of the dress. The bottom of the dress is the tricky part. You want to get it to the best of your ability. So I like to get areas where you can actually see, and I like to get as close to it as I can. And I don't want a lot of color in it. I just want the black. Copy, paste. Now, you can still see red in it, but once you start moving it around and shrinking it up, you don't see that. It's not as pronounced. So here you're going to go all the way to the, almost to the top of the line. And then you're going to copy and paste. You're going to move it to the next one. You're going to, every other one. Paste. And the reason I do every other one, because then you get a flow. You get a really nice flow. See, I don't like that, so I'm going to get rid of it. I like to see more. Yeah. Let's try. I don't know. Sometimes it takes me a long time to find exactly what I'm looking for and making it work. So I don't like that. Let's look for something else. I just don't like that coloration. Here we go. Let's just do a regular black pleat like that. So it's simple. You're just gonna, no, before I do anything else. You see all the white? We can get rid of that. You can just do your magic wand, touch in there, cut it out. There's no white. Now you can highlight it. If you go over, you're not going to get a big old white blotch on there. So you're going to go down, and you're going to get what you're looking for. The pleats in there, everything. You're going to copy, go in here, and paste. And see, now you have, you're going to go up here, and you're going to shrink it. I like that much better. There we go. Copy, paste. And now the copying and then rotating it, moving it around, will make more sense when you see. Once again, it's every other one. Okay, so now you're going to copy that one and paste it. And then you're just going to slide it. And then rotate. And you'll see everything starts lining up. You start getting your flow. Copy, paste, and then you just repeat what you just did. And everything will come together. You'll get a really good looking skirt. I mean, if you just have a straight line, then you have shorts. You want some wavy there. Let's go ahead and go to this. Now the top. The tops are always fun. And I'll tell you why. Because now you're working to make your top look good. So I normally do a half, but since this is a full, this part here will show. I like to leave space, but we don't have to with this. So we're going to come all the way up. And you're going to put it right there. Now, like below, you're going to shrink it. You're not going to just put that whole thing in there, because now I don't have a shirt. It's just the body's part, and you don't want that. So you're going to go all the way back up, but you want definition. So there you go. Definition. Go back to it. Then you go to the next area. And you want to try to stay as close to it as possible. And get as much definition in it as possible without getting a lot of white. You don't want white. And once again, like I said, you can always use this tool and cut it out, which I should have did to start with. And you can probably do that. But nope, see, not everything you can cut. Go back. Okay, so I need to look because I had to do that. Okay, I have that hook part in there. Is that the hook? Or is that the ring? Looks like the ring. So then we're going to go Blazer. Sorry about that. My dog was growling. I had to go check. He doesn't normally do that. So I'm going to copy it. He's actually really good. He's a service dog. And paste. And then put it in here. And I know it looks really pixelated right now, but once you get it moved around and then shrunken up, sometimes you just have to work it. Now see how I had to slide it over to get it all connected? That's not a problem. Now you're going to come in with your square, make a little square. We taught you that one. You're going to copy it and then paste. So we're all lined up. And now we're going to slide it this way. Ta-da! Nothing is messed up. Everything looks good. Then you're good. So now we're going to go back in here and do this one more time. Because I want to get as much of this in there as possible. This looks really cool. I really like steampunk. Steampunk is, it's fun. Lots of fun. Okay, let me look here. Now see, we have this section here. This is going to be the very bottom, this part right here, because you want this definition. You want to show where it stopped and started and all of that. And then we're going to go up. And there we go. So now you're going to show, it's going to show skin right there. But that's not a big deal. That's going to be fine. See, and it looks so pixelated, but once you print it out, it will look just like what you're doing. So now we need to do the sides and finish the back. And see, that's the tricky part. You need to find an area that you want to apply as right here. And you're going to go all the way across as far as you can. You want to get all of those in there. Sorry about that. Hold on. Blaze, stop it. So now we're gonna copy that, and you're gonna paste it. And this is gonna be my back. Let's see, Once again, you can't go a whole bunch. So now you're just going to copy and paste, and then you're going to pull it down. And there you go. It looks like one piece. So then, for me, I like to incorporate this into the sides. So the side's going to be really easy. You're just going to come up here, and you're going to take a section that you like. You're going to copy it. You're not going to cut it, because if you cut it, then it's gone. And then you're going to paste, and then you're going to move it over. Now see how I stopped? I'm going to pull from the other side, and then we have it lined up. That is always, always the coolest things. Now here, just because I did that side, I'm going to come to this side, and I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to move over here. I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to pull it back over here. Yes, I set it over the front because I want to be able to rotate it. So we're going to pull it this way, and then this all matches up. Now the bottom, you can see how the bottom is. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to find that happy spot. And for me, it's always right here. It's like right on the edges. The edges tell the story, and I don't like it because it's pixelated and I can't really see it. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to go back to where it comes down where I can see. And you got this whole section you can use, and it will work both ways. So, and I like to get some of that ribbing in there as well, so then it shows up when you're doing it this way. And once again, you're not going to go all the way to the bottom because you didn't do that there. You're going to slide this over. You're going to try to line it up as close as possible. There you go. So you're going to copy it, paste it, come over here, do the same thing. Nope, can't do the same thing. Sorry. Undo that. Okay, so then, because this is a lighter, so we're going to go over here. Let me look at that real quick. Yeah, I don't like that. So let's go ahead and get rid of it. So what I think I'm going to do is, because I did the highlight here, I'm going to do the highlight here. And just keep it all one color. And if you go outside the coloration, you're going to get that color in there. You don't want that. You want to stay right in your borders. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. But like I said, we're not going to go all the way to the bottom. You got to make sure you leave some. And the same here. I'm just going to move it down. And then slide. Adjust for your sights. There you go. You're going to go over here. And once again, you're going to do the same thing. Like I said, you need to adjust. It's best to do the whole square and then adjust that way. So that way when you bring it back up, you're just going to slide it back up. See where you need it. There you go. So now, go back in here. Now we're going to go back here and we're going to look at this. So as you can see, there's all this black in there. This black doesn't need to be in there. You can come down and go across. Get your eraser, get a 12, and go across. And the reason I do that, it's so much safer because now I have very little to worry about when I do it. And you're gonna get your eraser. And see, now that's way too big because I can't do it without compromising something. So I have to make it smaller. And I normally go to about 5 or 6. And then you can start working your way around it. So then we're going to go down probably to a 2, 3. Oops, see, I made a mistake. Just undo. There you go. Looks good. But if you do it in a box, the best thing I like is when you do it in the box, if you keep that box right along the edge of your what you want to keep, right on the edge of it, and then just hit the eraser, and you could just go all over it, and it doesn't affect it. Let's see here. There we go. And that's pretty much it. Yep, I noticed that you're looking here. So let's go ahead and get rid of this, and then we'll expand. And I don't want to use the little one because that's where you get to the big one. You just take it all out. Make sure there's nothing in there. And then you come here and you highlight it. And then you copy, paste what happened, undo. Okay, so that's not going to look right. So let's go back in here. We're going to go up here, and we're going to go across and up. This is way too much. So, and like I said, you're going to be playing with it. You need to figure out where you want it, how you want it. If you like the way that looked, if you don't like the way it looked, it's just how you do it to your likes. And what I'm doing is, as you can see, the has shoulders, or has like straps that go over it. So we're going to go back to getting rid of this black. Like I said, the best way to do it is just to do it with the squares. Get your big old, get rid of it. And you can do it in sections. You can do it in whatever you want. And you have to get rid of the rectangular area, because if you don't, then you can't. It won't let you take any other color out of there except for through it. And yeah, we don't. We freehand. We don't freehand. Okay. So as you see, I got rid of that. It looks really good. Now we need something for here. In the areas that have no coloration to them right now. And you want to do it with the closest possible color. So for me, I'm going to go to the bottom here and just highlight this section right here. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to bring it up. Because when you move your body around, you don't want to have sections of your hips exposed. So for me, I prefer my avatar to be covered as much as possible. There we go. So now let's go ahead and drop it out so we can look at the whole. And this is what you have. It's really nice. Let's pull up our, oops, so that you can see what it looks like on my avatar. We're going to go in, and here's my avatar right now. She's all plain Jamie. Let's go in. And then we're going to go back to your paint net. I just wanted to get it pulled up. We're going to save it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So File, Save As. Now when you get paint net, you got to make sure the PNG is showing. That is the only way Roblux will let you upload. So this is a steam punk dress. And Roblox has a lot of rules and regulations, so if you're going to make something like this, that's fine. But you need to make sure that when you make it, you're making it for you. You have to follow the rules and regulations, or you'll get banned. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to choose a file. Now we know where it's at because I just saved it as a steampunk. So it's all the way in the S's. So ST. And then open it. And it says pants successfully done. And this is what it's going to look like on you. Hold on just a moment. Hey, my lovey.
Hi, baby. I was going to be talking out here in about 5 seconds. I'll be on my way.
Okay, then.
Okay, I love you.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, let me go ahead and take all this stuff off of her and go back in there so you can see what it looks like. And see, there's the clip and everything shows up, the pocket. You know, I'm going to have to go back because see, this is what I was talking about. It's going to show a little bit of a flash, but we don't want that. We do not want that. I either have to bring the black up in there or that's what I'm going to do. All right, so you know how to do it. Peace out. Thanks for watching. This is SDJL's Mama, also known as Carmelo Gaming 2000. Subscribe, like, and have a great day.